welcome back to Timberborn, and I have played on a little bit whilst I was on holiday. I have cleared out this corner as much as I can, so this is pretty much the boundary of the bad water tank now. You can see how much I have cleared out. We have a slight problem now that the upper area is disconnected, so one of the first things we're going to do is demolish and rebuild the staircase. We have another slight problem in that the power grid is kind of struggling, so I would like in the near future to come up with some sort of drought resistant perpetual power supply, and I kind of like this area for building that. I had a suggestion from one of you to fill in, or at least make less deep, this area, so that we could expand the aquatic gardens. And I'm going to throw that in quickly because that seems like a pretty smart idea. But yeah, the job that we really need to get done is to move that up. So we need to move it forwards 5, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully that's in the right place. I've got the game paused so they don't start building whilst I attempt to do this. Hopefully you can't hear my neighbour with his bloody hammer. That looks like it's in the right place. Yep, there we go. I'm going to make this a priority. There we go. Let's get that going. And I'll be back in 1 second. Right, let's make some progress. See if these guys can get this thrown up pretty quickly. We'll then worry about getting this built and prioritizing building this. And I'm hoping that these 2 aquatic farms should just cover this anyway, and that'll be fine. And then we're going to work out how we can expand this and hopefully just pick off of the staircases and the access that are there already. And that should be good. What I'm going to do with the population, I don't think I've mentioned that in this. Yes, I had a couple of computer issues where I think where the computer's been sat for a week and been ignored, it's been a little bit grumpy with me. I seem to have some issues with Timberborn actually, that it tends to, I don't know whether it's the computer or Timberborn or what, but it sometimes my computer gets unhappy when I start playing this game. So this is attempt number 3 at recording this video, and it seems to happen when I'm recording Timberborn. Other games I play is fine, it's just Timberborn. So my plan for this series to start to think about wrapping this up, because I seem to be struggling with a goal for this series. So the goal, we're going to push the population up to 500 organic beavers, or we're going to attempt to. So we're going to see how our food supply and things hold up to that, which is why I'm planning to increase the size of the aquatic farm. And as we do that, we will need to increase some of the industry and stuff as well, probably. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to expand the kind of floating city area with more accommodation, some more well-being, and some of the industry that we need. And probably we'll do some work on the food and stuff like that as we go. And we'll try and come up with a fun perpetual power project as we do that as well. But yeah, I'm finding that I've kind of playing on a smaller map much harder than I found playing, and I guess that's kind of the point. Then I found playing on the really big map where I could have the big, fun, challenging engineering type projects. So yeah, I want to bring that back. And maybe if we can come up with some kind of fun power project to build over here, suggestions down below would be great. Then maybe that maybe that will be less of an issue. But yeah, I'm finding this series quite hard. That was partly the point, but equally, you know, I want to be having fun. So yeah. But that's in, and they've got access back to that. One of the other suggestions was to significantly raise the height of the power connection across to the dirt excavator so we can make use of this land. I like that idea. But what I want to do next is ensure that this area is hydrated. And actually, one of the ways that I want to experiment with doing that, and there was a suggestion again, actually, we can get rid of some of these now. Let's get the deleting tool, shall we? Yeah. Let's get that. Yeah, you. Yep, you. I think you can go as well. We might put that back. I'm not sure. But yeah, we need to get some water down here. And I guess we only really need to be coming across 2 blocks. But we need to come in far enough to hydrate all of this. So maybe if we came in under here, maybe that's the smart play. Maybe if we delete one of these, and then we go landscaping, double dynamite, because then we're not losing any farmland that we're using. By farmland I mean trees, because we're farming trees. Yeah, and we could actually move the district center, couldn't we? If we detonate that, what does that do for the hydration? Doesn't quite fix it. Okay, that's only a if we added width to that, what does that do? I know I should be doing this more scientifically, but we're going to do it through the principle of experimentation. Partly because it's an easy way of achieving this. So yeah. Detonate that, and so that's hydrated pretty much all of that, give or take. So I think if we then filled that back in, and what I'm thinking is if we took that out as well, that might do the job, you know. That might do the job. And that would be pretty easy then, wouldn't it? Because we could just put path back there and we haven't lost anything. And I kind of like that. So we'll let them finish building that. We could do with, I guess, the beavers going to bed. And what I'm going to do is pause the game. Actually, let's wait until there is no one on the path. I'm going to detonate all of them at once. And hopefully, yep, we got away with it. And then up. Also, and then we'll put those back with some drip platforms, please. Drip platforms. Build the path back on top. And there we go. And how's that looking? That's hydrated everything but that very tiny corner. Oh, we did get one bot. Rest in peace, bot. Rest in peace. So we want to put back the large water pump. And we have to do pause, unpause, pause. There we go. That's that sorted. We need to remember to pause it once they've built it. Down here, I'm guessing we are at a point where they can't reach those. So we've got a couple of options, I guess. One would be to unplant along there Once they're harvested, we'll put a path in. We'll make this a slow project. It's not a rush. It's not a rush. So we need to get a bit more water back there. What we could do, so temporarily, we paused the game. We could delete that. We could put a new district center there. And we could call it District 1 still, because that's what it is. We could make it be bots. Yeah, we could do that. And then we could just... I reckon if I just nudge that across a little bit, that might help. And I'm probably going to put the district center back there. I mean, there's nothing actually. If we're going to do that, there is no reason not to do that, is there? Really? And have the whole underneath of the district center be water? No, there's not. It's not a bad idea. And that will hydrate all of that. And that will be that little challenge solved. In terms of solving this challenge, although I said it was going to be a long-term project, I'm impatient sometimes, so we're going to do that. Right, that's all done, so we can detonate that. We can then put in some triple platforms, and then we can put our district center back on there. That'll be good. And that's hydrated all of that, which is what we wanted. Hooray, us. We can now put in a path. And we can allow them to get back here. And then you can do all of that. More hoorays. Right, so that's all hydrated. Let's pause that. Delete that district center. Go in there, district management, district center, rotate that, put that there. Let's rename that to be District 1. There we go. There we go. Play. No one would know any different, except that now that's all hydrated. So we win. Hooray. Cool, so let's let them get those built, and then we can put in all of the aquatic crops that we want. And then we start building the next layer of the Sky City, I think. Yeah. Awesome. Right, plant crops. So let's have a look, actually. We're lowish on Spadadoc. We're good on cattails. So, Spadadoc. Let's do some more of that. My neighbour's got his hammer drill out again. Get that going in. So yeah, more Spadadoc going in. I think this is going to be one of those things that we just kind of balance as we go as to what we need more of or not. So it is quite a bit later in real time. My neighbour went from the hammer to the hammer drill. So I had to stop, and since then I have travelled rather a long way for a work trip. So yes, different location, slightly janky recording setup now. Hopefully everything sounds okay. We have some dynamite to detonate while they finish placing the rest of those dirt blocks. So we're going to put that in. I deleted the bad water tank that was here, so we can in fact also delete these, and we could start placing dynamite here. I'm actually going to wait until we've got this down and we've got the stairs here. We can chop these down, dynamite these down. We can't take this one down because the bad water source is just there. So yeah, drought is almost over as well, which is good. And we are just placing the last of that dirt block, and then we can delete the temporary path that we put in to allow us to do the terraforming, and we can put in all of the spatter dock. And as I think I said at the end of the previous clip, what we're going to do is just manage this as we need to with what we plant, as we look to grow the size of the colony to somewhere around 500 beavers, which I think will be kind of cool. If we can support 500 beavers easily, I might go a bit further, but actually I kind of prefer the bigger map challenges where we can build cool, crazy, interesting things. And I'm finding that quite hard on a small map. So, but maybe that's the point of the challenge. So yeah, maybe I should just man up and try and build some cool, crazy, interesting things on a small map. We'll see. Anyway, now that's in and they're working on placing that, we're going to work on starting to build this. Well, not build this, expand the thing. Yeah, the thing. I know, very descriptive of me. The raised area. So we're going to put a double platform there. We're going to put a 6x there. We're then going to mirror the 2x's that way, and then we're going to put 6x platforms across there. So they can build this. I'm going to delete that medical bed, and we're going to throw paths across there, and then I'm going to replicate that again over here. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I got that right. Yeah. No, because that was a single platform, but it was in the right place. So my heart was in the right place. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. So yeah, let's do that. Let's not do that. Not at all. And let's do that. So yeah, in my haste to get packed up, someone forgot to pack their mouse. So yeah, that's not so great. What I think we're going to do actually is delete these, temporarily put in a actually we might be able to build that from the end. We'll hang on, let's throw in that in at pace, because we have got metal stored up. So if they can actually build this, then we'll put the platforms back. If not, we might have to use the old bridge trick. So yeah. And then we want to look at filling this gap in. Not sure. No, so it's going to be some three bys. Get that filled in. And yeah, awesome stuff. And then we'll come out over here with some 6x's. Yeah, I'm liking this. Going to give us a nice area to start expanding things, and we'll probably end up moving these medical beds at some point, just because they doesn't seem like the best place to have them, does it? So I did have this suggestion to help with the irrigation, to drop all of these by one and put water in them. Now, I don't know if it's going to help with irrigation, but it might look quite cool. So we might have a look at doing that at some point, but for now I want to focus on getting this stuff built up. Yeah. One of the things we could do is We could build off of the staircase as well. I think we'd have to have a double platform there. That might be a bit of a problem, but what we could do is maybe go single platform. You there. Or maybe we actually go, keeping with this theme, I need to be really careful when I've got that delete tool selected. Do that. We can come out from there. Yep. I don't dislike that. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that little bit of space we've created there. It might be to end up rebuilding some of this staircase. But let's prioritize that one, because that's going to tell us if we can start building this guy, which is the one I'm really curious about, whether we need to put in a bridge or not. We're waiting for the water to all refill as well, so we really need to sort out that power generation issue. So I am going to have to get the old thinking cap on as to how we can do something over the top of this in terms of a power thingy. It's a technical term. It's a technical engineering term there. Power thingy. So hopefully once that's in, which is just a case of someone finishing building it, then hopefully, yep, they can build that, so we can then put in the sets of 6 bar overhangs, and we have a drought approaching, which is not great from a power point of view, but you know, is what it is. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a patchwork going on here, but you know, if I was to count 6 from there, I'd be sat over the top of that, wouldn't I? Which is a bit of a faff, but we can probably bodge an equivalent thing by doing something like maybe if we went in here, there, and then came up by, you know, we need 3, okay, then came up by 3, and then I think we need a 3, yeah, 3 that way. Then we'll do the same again, so we'll do that and that, yes, excellent. And then because that's 3, if we then do the same thing again, we do that, and with another 3, and then some 2s and some 6s. Those aren't 6s. 6s, and then we come in. Well, I'm actually tempted to build this one from this direction, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to build, but I think will be possibly better. We might need to do some more work getting into that corner, but we did that. And what can we do along here? We can do that. I don't dislike that apart from that little gap there, but we'll see if we can work on filling that in. Actually, that works okay if we can fill that little gap, but that's where the staircase is, so maybe we don't want to put that there. Maybe actually we come up where that beehive was, and that's possibly going to be a 2. And then if we do that, and no, that's too low. So let's get rid of that. That was a double, so let's put a triple there. Triple, and then let's do that, and then let's see what gets in there. And closes that. I actually we want pretty long. We want a long one in there, don't we? Yes. And then we actually didn't need that 2 there, did we? But you know, no, we didn't really need that 2 there. So what we could do is let's tidy this up some more. Let's delete that. Let's make that a 1. And was that a 5? Yep. And then we can do that. There we go. It's a bit of a patchwork, but that gives us a really big build area. Obviously, once we've built it, so, and there is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt maybe to get it built. We'll see what they can do, and then we'll assist. Yeah, I think that's going to be a nice start to expanding that. We've got some dynamite to blow up. Again, I apologize for all of the repetitive exploding that I end up doing, but part of reshaping the map. So, yeah. Basically, we need to get that built. It's probably beneficial, actually, because we're using, what are we using a lot of? Planks, metal blocks, planks, and logs. So, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do that and basically have them bring over planks, metal blocks, and logs. And I know I could do that a different way, but that's how I do it. And then I should have done the prioritization, the obtain as I was doing it. And then we're going to prioritize building those. Once they're built, we're going to prioritize them by haulers. Because I think they're possibly having to go quite a long way to get the resources. And that'll really help speed things up, and we can use bridges and things to maybe assist them in building that from here, I think. I think that would be a sensible idea. The other thing that's going to be sensible is I'm probably going to keep this episode quite short because I'm getting back to getting some content rolling out on the channel. And I also need to go get some food pretty soon because I haven't eaten all day and it's currently 5:30 p.m. That was sort of intentional, so don't panic, everyone. Basically, while I've been on holiday, I've been eating a lot of junk food, and I've done a little bit of a mini 24-hour fast to clear out my system because, yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And I'm not sure. So I suffer. You guys know I suffer with headaches a lot. If you're in the UK or if you know people in the UK, you might have been aware that we had a lot of storms over the weekend. So my head was really bad, and I think it was mostly from the storms. But there is the potential that some of it was being caused by the extreme weather we were having. So not the extreme weather. The extreme weather, I think, was causing it. There is the potential that some of it was being caused by the fact that I've been eating a lot of really bad food for the last week. And so I am trying to do a bit of a hard reset. The downside is that I'm traveling a lot this week, and that makes it really hard for me to eat well, or what I consider eating well. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to try to eat well this week, but we'll see how we go. if I'd been really organized, I would have actually brought food with me, but I'm potentially away for the entire week, so that's kind of tricky. Kind of tricky. So yes, probably going to go find, well, not find, because I know exactly where I am. So probably going to go to a local supermarket and get some food to eat. I think we can get to that one, so we just need to put the metal blocks in. If we exhausted our supply of metal blocks already, we have. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a slow process now. So I think probably once we've knocked this down, what I'll do is between videos get the rest of this built, because it's going to just take a bit of time because we're very metal limited on this map. I'll finish getting this built, and then next time we can populate it with housing probably, and some things for the beavers to do that is fun. I think we probably want to rework this staircase to take account of the fact that we now have closed this area in. And all of us are going to get our thinking caps on and try and think of a way to make use of this corner to come up with some sort of moderately sized perpetual power machine. So one of the things that I did do is I reminded myself that the deep mechanical pumps, I know some of you love my use of the deep mechanical pumps, they can do us with the photos, they can do us 5. So yeah, but we've got, you know, once we get above the trees, we've got a decent amount of space here in this corner to work with. So and if we have to demolish this to build it, that's not a problem. So yeah, but for this video, that is us done for today. So we're back. I hope you have enjoyed the return, and as I said, between now and the next video, that makes more sense, I'll get this platform built so that next time we can populate it. Thank you to the patrons and YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. As I have also said a few times, suggestions for what we can do for some sort of power thingy mabob, and I'll start thinking about that as well. And yeah, we're going to try and push to another 400-ish beavers, and that's it. Bye.